SDC's HiTower 7500 series frame actuator controlled lock set. The HiTower utilizes the concept of electric frame actuator to control a modified mechanical lock in the door, thus eliminating the cost of labor associated with the power transfer hinge and also wiring the door. In layman's terms, take a mortise lock. We put what we call a bullet in it. You'll see right above the latch bolt there. It's a bullet sticking out. And then we take a frame actuator which slides up into the frame, which sometimes is misconstrued as electric strike, but there's no keeper on it, okay? So you also see there's a flat bullet plunger head there above the latch bolt hole. So when energized, the plunger goes out to the face of the faceplate there, as you see, which will depress the bullet in the mortise lock ever so slightly, about a 1/16th to an 1/8 of an inch, which will lock the chassis. When de-energized through access control or your fire alarm, that plunger will retract into the actuator, releasing that bullet on the mortise lock and unlock the lock. This giving you the positive latching, fail-safe model that you need for a high-rise stairwell building. Applications: high-rise stairwells, which was originally designed for elevator lobby rooms, perimeter exit doors, communicating bathrooms, virtually anywhere that you would normally electrify a lock set. This is a great model to use for retrofit these days. You have to worry about drilling a door. As long as your frame is not grout filled and it's hollow, you can slide that frame actuator right up into the frame, and you can run your wires down the frame, thus eliminating the need to drill a door and the need of power transfer hinge. SDC electrifies, modifies Schlage, Corbin Russwin, Best, Yale, Sargent, Dorma, Marks, Arrow, and Falcon to make the HiTower. Features include the actuator fits in a standard 4 7/8 strike prep, field adjustable gap for your door adjustment later, high security dead latch operation, and vandal resistant clutch when used with the SDC brand mortise lock. Available in fail safe and fail secure models. Voltages available are 115 volt AC, 24 volt AC, and 24 volt DC. Options: narrow faceplate for narrow doors, 10-foot cables, back boxes, and monitoring. Over time, your doors will have a tendency to sag, therefore creating a larger gap between the door and the frame, causing problems with the actuation of the HiTower. We do have gap adjustment, and basically you take the screw head off the plunger, you pull the plunger off, and there's 2 adjustable screws down underneath the head of the plunger. You adjust those in or out, and then you can put the plunger head back on, and at that point you can also adjust the latch bolt monitoring and the plunger head. For the old 5000 series, the original brand of HiTowers, it can be retrofitted with the SDC, which is the ZR7500 series, or with the Schlage, which would be the R7500. And one of the first ways to know that it is the old 5000 series, the solenoid is pointing down in the frame versus pointing up, which all the later models, the 7000 series, were. For those openings where you need a panic device, SDC can modify the SDC 6300 series as well as the Yale mortise panic device. The HiTower advantage: no hard wires through the door, eliminating electrified hinge and the need to core the doors, which eliminates extra time and extra labor. With the SDC lock, you also get vandal-resistant clutch design mortise locks. Multi-brand capability, we can match all the existing. There are thousands of these throughout the United States: Chicago, Houston, Los Angeles, Dallas, New York City. New construction considerations: what brand is specified? Once again, we can modify virtually every mortise lock body out there to accommodate the specifications. Type of hardware required: is it a mortise? Is it a panic device? What types of doors and frames need to be considered? What size of frame? The voltage required? Do they need any kind of monitoring for their access control? And the type of an opening. For retrofit, basically the same applications. What type of lock do we need to be matching in the field? And then, of course, to retrofit, we can retrofit the SDC lock body as well as the Schlage. SDC replacement considerations: from 1975 to 1985 was the old 5000 series. Therefore, you would need ZR75 series or the S75 series, which the actuator points down. And then 1985 to present, the frame actuator is pointing up. Existing brand of HiTower: what's out there in the field now? Is it a Falcon? That's the old 5000 series, or is it we can replace it with an SDC? Types of doors and frames: hollow metal door, hollow metal frame, grout filled. Type of opening: single door, pair of doors, and what's the handing? Handing's very critical on this. It cannot be changed in the field. Frame size is another very important piece of information. If it's a narrow frame, there's a much larger cutout so that the frame actuator can slide into the existing hole. Voltage requirement: 115 volt AC, which is really nice because then you're not stepping it down to low voltage, therefore eliminating the cost of extra power supplies. It's also available in 24 volt AC and DC. We also have monitoring available. We can monitor the latch status as well as the latch and deadlock status.